Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we're really having something special. Both of these come from NIWA, which is a brand from Poland, and they specialized in Nixie watches. So without further ado, let's move on with the unboxing. This is actually the strap that's supplied with this one, although it also comes on a metal bracelet. So we're just gonna move this away and we're gonna open this one because this is the older model, NIWA 2.0. So in the box you get everything you need. In other words, you get a watch, and here it is. You get a magnet because this is used for setting up the watch. You get a base for charging because this one uses wireless charging, and you get the cable which you connect the charger with. Okay, so let's move that away, move the magnet away, and move all this away. Let's open the second one, and this is probably the most original box I ever featured on my channel. You have these screws that you have to undo like so. It's not a long thread, but pretty cool. The box is made of wood, and this looks like some kind of a plexiglass or glass. I believe it's a plexi because glass could crack. This one is called Lunokhod, or Moon Rover, and it's a more wearable version. Okay, let's get all this away. Again, you get everything. This one is even more special when it comes to the packaging. So you get the strap, you get the watch, you get the magnet for setting up the watch, you get a base, and this one doesn't have wireless charging, but rather has these pins like a regular smartwatch. And you get the cable, and the coolest thing, you get like a small gold-plated compact disc, but this is not a real disc. It's actually a QR code that you can scan, and it takes you to the manual. Okay, let's take out the watch, and it started glowing right away. Move this away. So let's get this one, and let's get this one. This one is rather special. As you can see, it's full Nixie tubes. Let me zoom in. And this one is smaller, but it uses also tubes that don't display the time like this one, but instead, if you look closely, you will see there are letters written behind each tube. So here you have from 0 to 5, and here from 0 to 9, which is slightly harder to read but easier to wear because this one is 42 millimeters by 12.5. And this one is 50 millimeters by 17. So as you can see, the size difference is quite a lot. So this one easier to wear, this one easier to read. So once you tilt the watch to your face, it's going to shortly display hours, minutes, and then move on to the seconds. So 8:32, and now it moves to the seconds. If you tilt it just slightly, it's going to display the hours and minutes and then turn itself off. So if you tilt it strongly, then it's going to start doing the seconds. This one is going to be slightly harder to read because you not only have to either memorize these or be able to read it. So let me try to zoom in a bit more to see if we can check it out. It's harder to see under the camera, but this one is 0 and 8. So it's 8 o'clock and 35 minutes. So 8:35. 8:35, and then it moves on to the seconds. Pretty cool. Okay, so once you get these watches, if they're not charged, you place them on their designated bases and they're gonna glow red. And I'm gonna put a clip somewhere around here. And once they charge, that light is gonna turn from red to blue. That way you know it's charged. It takes about 3 hours to charge each of these, and then once you charge them, they can go up to 3 months on a single charge. Pretty cool. This one is gonna be priced between $380 and $440. This one is gonna be between $439 and $549. They're both made of titanium, both feature a sapphire crystal, and both are quite frankly amazing. Anyways, that's it when it comes to them. They're both splash resistant, and that's it. This one does have a little meteorite piece right here on the case back, while this one has a plain case back made of, I don't know if this is carbon fiber or imitation of a carbon fiber. This one also comes with a magnetic metal bracelet, but you can switch it to the supply strap. Let me just put a strap on this one, then we're gonna see how they look on my 6.7-inch wrist. Okay, so I put this one on the strap and it was a minute of work or a couple of seconds because it does come with quick release pins. Now as you can see, they both have these glowing batteries on the side, and once these stop glowing and only display the time, that means that the battery has dropped, I believe 10% or something like that. If it drops further, it's gonna turn off the time display as well. So once you see these blue ones stop glowing, then you know that you have to put them on a charger. So let me just strap this behemoth first. 50 millimeters, and here it is on my 6.7-inch wrist. It really looks ridiculous. This one is not really something you're gonna wear every day, especially if you have a small wrist like mine, because this is just huge. So like I said, this one is not easy to wear, but is very easy to read the time on. Now, and this was their like earlier model, so I can understand why it was so big. This one, they tried to do something else by putting these small tubes, which does make it wear like a normal watch, because as you can see, it's 42 millimeters by 12.5, so pretty much perfect. You can wear it on any size wrist, but it is much harder to read. But then again, these watches are something that you're gonna wear when you want like a conversation piece on your wrist, because they really do attract a lot of attention. This one with the size, and also once it starts glowing, and this one with its glow. I also like the fact they have like this exposed circuitry, because I mean these things are made for geeks, and since I'm a huge lover of Fallout series and played all the sequels, this really does remind me of that game. Anyways, let me just show you how to set them up, and they're both set up the same way, with one difference, because this one uses a more complicated display of time. On this one you can also change the speed at which it changes between hours, minutes, and seconds. On this one it's fixed, so it will display pretty fast. Hours, minutes, and then gonna go to seconds. This one has 3 modes, so this is now the slowest mode. But you can also do a faster one, and we're going to use the magnet from this one. Both are set up using magnets on both of these sides. So to change the speed when the watch is not running, you simply place it here. Now it's the fastest time display. Once it stops, you're going to see, once I tilt it, it's going to display the time, I mean the hours and minutes, pretty fast. So let's just wait for a couple of seconds for it to turn it off. Hours, minutes, seconds. Now let's switch it to a faster mode, slower mode, like so. And now again, once it turns off, we're gonna be able to see the hours and minutes slightly slower. Hours, minutes, and now to the seconds. And so medium, slow. So fast, medium, slow. This is now the slowest time. Like so, hours, minutes, seconds. Pretty cool. Okay, so to set up the time and the viewing angle, we're going to be using the bigger one because the procedure is the same. We also use the same magnet, and we use both sides of the watch. Now on the smaller one, it doesn't matter where you touch the watch because it's so thin, but on this one, because it's so thick, make sure you touch with the magnet on the lower part of the case. If you do it on the upper part of the case, it might not respond. So the first thing, you touch on this side. And the watch is going to ask you whether you want a 12 or 24-hour display. And now moving on to this side, we switch between 12 and 24. 12 and 24. Now moving on, we again touch this side. The watch asks us about the hours. And now we can move only up only one way. So touch it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Since we selected a 24-hour display, it's going to move to 13 rather than 01. So let's put it to, I don't know, 14. Move on to this side again. Touch the lower part. It's going to ask us for the tens of minutes. So 36 minutes. So 3, 4, 5, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the tens and ones are set up independently, meaning that when we touch it again, it's gonna ask us for the ones, and once the ones go to 9 and 0, the 4 is not gonna change. So 47, 48, 49, 40. It doesn't move to 50 because tens and ones, like I said, are set up independently. Let's put it to, I don't know, 45. Moving on. So now we set up the hours and minutes. Now touching it again, it's going to ask us for the seconds, and you can only reset the seconds just like on a G-Shock. To reset them, once the watch is in sync with your atomic clock, you simply lean it on this side and it jumps to 0. So when you want to reset the seconds, simply touch it here, it goes to 0. And that's it. And the final thing that you can set up is the viewing angle. So once we touch it again after the seconds, it's going to write 45, and that's just the symbol for the angle. It's not a 45 angle. Now you place the watch at an angle you want it to activate, let's say this, and put it here. It just flickered, meaning that we set it up. You exit the setup by touching it again. And now, if we put it like this, it's not going to turn itself on, but you have to reach that angle that we just memorized for it to start working. Like so. Pretty cool. Again, if you want to change the viewing angle, you go between these modes, hours, minutes, seconds, and now the viewing angle. So let's say you want to view it at this angle. You touch it here, and now it memorized that angle. You exit the setup, and now once we tilt it to the camera, it's gonna start working. Very cool and very simple. Like I said, both of these do the same thing, with the difference being in the display. So again, with this one, it's the same, but because the viewing angle is like this, the watch cannot be running when you're setting it up. So if you have the viewing angle set like this, you have to put the watch like this to set it up. 12 or 24-hour display. So this is now, I believe, 24. As you can see, you have a 2 and a 4, switching it to 12. So 1 and 2. Moving again, these are the ones of the hours, these are the tens of the hours, these are the ones. So now it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and so on. Moving it here, we have the tens of the minutes, so 0, 1, 2, 3. Moving it again, it's going to ask us for the ones of the minutes, 0, 1, 2, 3. And moving it again, it's going to ask us for the seconds. Again, you can reset them. And the final setup is the angle. You select the angle, you click it here, and that's pretty much it. You turn it off. And now we've set up the watch. Very cool. Anyways, that's it when it comes to this unboxing. That turned out to be also a setup of the watches. These are very, very cool. I wish this one was smaller because there's no way I can pull it off, even though it is amazing to look at as it works. Very cool. I'll leave the link to their webpage in the description, so do make sure to check them out. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.